much, Rajesh, for joining in. On the panel also, we were discussing how technology is making inroads in K-12. We are seeing pros and cons of it. Now, there are different kinds of opinions across. We see that technology is helping, enabling, and taking the education system to the next level. But there are also cons saying that it's impacting badly the cognitive abilities, the learning style of students in a different manner. How are you reading these developments, and what is your view on this?
Thanks, Business World, for giving me this opportunity. Definitely, technology has an impact on education, on the students. Regarding like the cognitive ability or the mental status of the students, all these are impacted. Impacted because the students don't know how to use it. Students really don't know where to stop, right? And the guidance about what to use, what not to use, is absent in the schools as well as in their parents' environment. Parents we cannot blame because they really don't know what to go for. And schools at some point of time stops from giving a direct interactions or direct instructions to the students about how to go about it. Definitely cost is also another factor. But overall, I think students need to really know, they need to be guided and mentored about use of the technology. If we just leave them saying that go and use these videos or YouTubes which are available, they will be going in the wrong direction. They really don't know where to stop and what to get or what not to get. For a same topic, there are 100 videos. Which one to go for, right? So that makes them confused.
And I agree with this because there is no end to distractions in today's world, today's digital first era. Now, apart from students, there are teachers who are also being impacted. Currently, we are in National Capital, and we can easily imagine a smart classroom here in a nearby school. But we can't really easily imagine a classroom similar to this in, let's say, in a city in Jharkhand or let's say Bhopal or Madhya Pradesh somewhere. In your view, tell me, how are teachers being impacted? What is needed to be done? I understand that there is a huge need for train the teachers programs a lot, because they need to be groomed well for technology, how they can teach well. But in your view, how are you observing teachers evolve with technology?
First of all, I don't think smart class is the only issue as such, right? So even if my school is an interior, right? It's a tier 4, tier 5 city, but all my classrooms are smart classrooms. I have the infrastructure from day one, but the challenge is about what content. It's not just having the smart classrooms. I have like a smart board, I have a projector, everything is there, but what content the teacher is going to use it, right? Are we making teachers enough guidance to create the content on their own? Or we are making them end up in using the content which is already available in the YouTube or internet. Students are already having access to your content, and teachers, if they use the content which is available in the internet and show that in the classroom, then what's the difference? So it is important for the teachers to create content on their own, make them as a support to their teaching. They cannot be replaced. And other issue what is happening, because of so much of propaganda about these YouTube videos, the teachers are sometimes feeling that are they not good enough? Right? So we need to ensure that the teachers need to give that the confidence. They need to create content which will support their way of teaching so that the students learn. They understand their students, so they can create the content customized for their set of students in the smart classroom.
I understand, and you would also agree, in education is a stream where quality comes over quantity, and we always emphasize the quality of teachers, the quality of educators. Now, we are seeing a lot of debate, a lot of conversation around NEP, and it's been some time that we have seen this document. It's a progressive document for education sector altogether in India. But what about its implementation? While its mandate the technological intervention in education, what about its implementation, and what can be some of the outcomes that are not really being seen right now?
I see NEP from two angles. The first angle, if you look at NEP, talks about more in terms of the hands-on, the practical approach, taking the students about how it happened, show them. I think that's a great thing, right? Students really need to understand how things works. Just the bookish knowledge, just mugging it up and pouring in the exam is not going to help. So it is not about the marks. We have to really understand that students will be of varied quality. and the student, and as a school we need to be responsible to take the best out of them. It is not about scoring the highest, it is about scoring as per their ability. Did I give my 100%? That is important, not the 100% mark. Nobody, it's not possible. Even if a school claims that their students are going to get 90 to 99%, it's not school's credibility, because they are only making the gold sign little better, not the coal getting the sign of the gold, right? That's the difference. But the other issue of certain things which is an NEP, like they talk about coding. I really don't understand what code I make a class 1 student to do or a class 2 student to do. That is more of a commercialization of certain aspects of NEP. What is important is the practical, the analytical ability, which is what NEP actually stands for. Now, if I look at my school, when NEP came in, my first reaction was, what's new? We are already doing it. But the point is exactly that. Are schools doing it? Are schools only gearing up for that competitive exam or only for the board marks, rather than looking at, are the students really learning the concepts?
Good one. Just the final question to you. Now, we understand that this policy, or let's say a document came in for the betterment of the sector. Beyond policies, where do you see a scope of work for government? Where is the scope do you see that government needs to step up?
As an owner of a private school, the first thing I should expect, or I actually expect the government to do, is acknowledge the value that private schools are adding to the education system. Today, all the private schools are being only looked as a money-making machine, which is not right. The majority of the students are going to the private schools because we give quality, right? So if the government is investing so much money into the education system, let the private school be part of it. Let the students where maximum are going get the benefit of what the government is trying to do in the education. It is not a competition. I think that's the major thing that the government has to acknowledge, that private schools are major pillars for the education system and they need to be acknowledged and supported for the contribution that we are making.
And this is something that requires a mindset shift, and it's going to take some time to reach there. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Thank you. Thank you.